Going on the Copywriting Call podcast, your boy Lil Soul 2.0, the copy god himself. And today we're finishing up Jacob finally. Please excuse the big stain on my shirt. I'm just in my pajamas, just chilling. Another Monday morning. As ET would say, what? Like something is, oh, there's a shadow of that. Thank God it's Monday, as ET would say. And today, so far, I had a very productive day, guys. For starters, I woke up this morning. That is definitely a blessing on its own. Then I was able to wake up. I was able to knock out my couple trainings and stuff like that. Like I was able to start knocking out my second book a little bit. Finish my introduction for that. Just a few pages and stuff to go into that. Just Shut Up and Sell. Definitely take a look at that, guys, when it drops. More exciting news, about to get that book published, so that's good. Yesterday with basketball, oh my gosh, my team won. The team told me that they have not won a game in the last 2 seasons. Last 2 seasons they haven't won a game. Then when I get on the team, now we're winning games and stuff like that. There was a shooter on my team. I'm telling you, this dude jumper was crazy. Like as soon as I passed the ball, thing was knocked down every single time. Like there was no question about it. I just drove to the basket, kicked it to him. And I didn't score 20 points. I only had 10 because I missed a couple of shots. I missed like 10 shots. But he was just stroking. So I was just, feeding the hot man, and he kept getting open and kept hitting. So it was all good. At the end of the day, it all, worked itself out. But yeah, that's all good with that. Mentally, I'm back at work again. There's a lot of stuff. This week is like a week definitely that's pressing. It seems like it's 4 people quitting this week. So I'm trying to push and push and push. Well, I am pushing and pushing and pushing to get these spots filled pretty fast, okay? So that's what that is. But, on to better things, man. Let's talk about Jacob and finish him off today, right? So I remember we left off before about, verse 20 to 22 of, what was that? Is it Genesis? I'm not sure, but let's just read the next section, right? So it says also under Jacob in the Metaphysical Dictionary. That's what I'm referring right from. Remember, I told you guys that the Metaphysical Dictionary is your best friend. It's going to tell you guys, the breakdowns of the different names of the Bible and what their Hebrew definition was and what they metaphysically mean, and then the parable or allegory definition is. So it says, taking a wife symbolizes the unification of the I am with the affections, because women represent the emotion in us. So when we get married, we're unifying our emotion and our, will and stuff. Jacob was told to go to Padanaram, Tableland, to the house of Bethuel, unity with God, and take a wife from the daughters of Laban, white, pure, shining. And this was in Genesis 28, verse 2 through 7. This points the way to unification with the love principle in its higher aspects. Exalted ideas, divine aspirations, and pure motives are here designated and necessary to the union with the soul that the I am is about to make. So when you are reaching true love at a true love, it's a higher level than just the physical, right? It's not just about lust. It's about that spirit, the connection between you, the connection with you guys, the spirits at a higher level. So that's what I was talking about there. In Genesis 33, 1 through 15, we read of the reunion of Jacob and Esau. In the second verses, Jacob, the mental, prepares to unite with Esau, physical expression. Mind and body must be joined before the divine law can be fulfilled. So after all that stuff with them arguing, after he took his birthright, after he took all those things outwitted Esau for those things, they were able to meet up again in unity later down the line. Because I remember I told you guys, you need both. You need the divine, you need the mental, and you need the physical in order for you guys to be successful. You need both of the basically sides of the whatever it is, right, spectrum. And it says verses 3 and 4, the mind must be unified with the body in all the 7 natural faculties. When the union between mind and body take place to a humility born of surrender of the self comes into expression. So you have to be humble. When you are humble and you are literally humbling yourself to your mental and physical and all the faculties of your mind, you are able to reach a level different from most people. Because like I said, a lot of people have that lower self, or they have that ego that's stopping them from achieving the things they need because they believe that they could do everything on their own, and you can't. You need people. You need and just not even people on the outside. You need your mental and you need your physical. Verses 5 through 7. The woman and the children here represent the accumulations of the mind. So that's just, all the mind, everything just basically coming together. Verses 8 and 9. The mind is willing to share the accumulations, but the body, Esau, cannot receive the gift until it has been uplifted. In verses 10 and 11, we find that after mind and body are reconciled and adjusted, they share like the gifts of spirit. So physically, if you're just focusing on the physical, you will never be able to just get anywhere. But remember, you also need more than just the mind too to get anywhere too. But the physical is the harder part, or the lower self is more difficult to get to that higher plane. The lower self or the physical has to surrender to that mental part of your mind. You have to surrender your body to your mind in order to continue to build yourself up. Because when your mind is at another level, you can achieve anything you want to. Think about all those times where, like, a mother who's like doesn't even lift weights, she finds her child in trouble and stuff. She can lift cars, or like Kobe with the Achilles torn, able to shoot free throws. Like, when your mind is at such a high level, you surrender your body to your mind, you can achieve so many more things because your mind is so much more powerful. That's just your will to just win. This is what makes you a cleaner. Remember, cleaner, closer, and cooler? This is what makes you a cleaner, right? And it says, verses 12, Jacob, the mind should go before and direct the body. So the mind always directs the body. Like I said, when you are at that higher level, when you are motivated, or when you at your top tier self, your mind will always make your body do things that you didn't even know was possible. I tell my guys this all the time. When I'm playing basketball, right? Like, I've been getting shots up probably like once, twice a week, right? That's all I do. But then when I play basketball, I just play hard. And when I play hard and I see the ball go in a couple of times, then my body starts opening up for me doing different things. And I'm able to, do moves I never even worked on, like spin moves. I'm doing spin move lays, side step threes, pull up, like pump fake, pull up, mid-range shots, like all the stuff that I was never able to do before. I started hitting this stuff because I trained my body to literally, I just kept training my body I trained my mind to just the ability to just win. All I do is focus on winning. I was talking to the guy after the game too. He's just like, yeah, all the stuff you do at the Y, blah, blah, blah. He kept saying that stuff. I'm like, man, we win. Listen, I'm not in here for the stats. The stats are cool. Trust me, I like that idea. Stats are cool, but I'm not here for the stats. I am here to win a basketball game. So whatever that takes for me to win the basketball game, I will do. If I got to guard the best player and then score all the points, whatever it takes. This game, I didn't have to score all the points. I had 10 points. But my shooter, I was able to drive and kick to my shooter, and he was able to knock down the shots on that stuff. So it's not about, like I said, it's not about that. Like, I was able to just keep doing that stuff. Like I said, I'm only focused on winning. When you focus on winning, when your mind is really trained that much just to win, this only thing it sees. Winners win, losers lose. Your mind will literally make your body do things that you never even thought was possible. So it says, verses 13, the children and the young animals and the flocks and herds symbolize new ideas being established in consciousness. Another thing, it keeps going back, man. I love this so much about Jacob. It's like when your mind goes to think, you start doing new ideas, new things that you didn't even know was possible, right? I never could have thought that was possible. Oh, you haven't dunked in a while, you know what I mean? I just go up and boom, bang it one time. It's like, whoa, like my body didn't train for that. But it's just my mind is so focused. When you get into that zone, which I'm going to talk about in another episode, when you get into that zone, nothing else can stop you, right? And then it says verses 14 and 15. There's not necessarily enmity between the mind and the body of the man, but only a difference in state of consciousness. So they're not battling against each other. It's just two different levels of consciousness, right? The man or the physical is down here a little bit more, and this is right here. But they're not going against each other. Like I said, there are levels to this stuff, right? And the body becomes an obedient servant of the mind when the two are unified divine mind. So when you really focus on your mind to be the superior of the two, your body will naturally surrender to the mind, and you're able to achieve things that you didn't even know was possible. Like I said again, focus on the mind and you achieve things that you never thought was possible, man. That's what I just got for this beautiful Monday morning for you guys, man. I want you guys to just like, subscribe, or share, comment below this channel. And if you're listening to this on a podcast, please give it 5 stars, man, and just keep killing the dance. Remember, you guys pray for success like this. 2.0 out.